You know that feeling, right? You desperately need one specific file, you hit the Windows search bar, and then you just sit there
No.
waiting, watching it crawl through like millions of files. It's just pure digital friction.
It really is. And that exact pain point is why we're doing this deep dive into UltraSearch. It's a file finding tool, and it claims instant results with this, well, pretty radical promise: no indexing required.
Oh, indexing.
Yeah. So our mission today is to really dissect those claims, look at its unique architecture, and see if the real-world performance actually matches up to the hype.
Okay, let's unpack that, because skipping the index, I mean, that sounds almost impossible if you want instant search. So how do they actually do that? Get that speed?
Well, the technical secret, based on what we've reviewed, is that it completely sidesteps traditional indexing. It goes straight for the operating system's own blueprint.
Blueprint.
Exactly. It taps directly into the NTFS master file table.
The MFT.
The MFT. Okay. Think of the MFT as the drive's own internal map. It's always on, telling Windows exactly where every single file lives. So lookups are, almost instantaneous.
Right.
But here's the catch. What's really critical to understand is that relying on the MFT, while it's a clever engineering trick, it's inherently a kind of double-edged sword.
Okay. How's it?
Because it works brilliantly on fast, local drives that use NTFS.
Right, the native Windows format.
Correct. But the moment you move away from that optimal setup...
And that MFT dependence, you can see it pop up immediately in user reviews, can't you? It's apparently phenomenal on those local fast NTFS drives. But the second you try it on, say, slower drives or maybe external drives, or crucially, volumes that aren't NTFS, well, that main advantage just weakens a lot.
Yeah, the speed benefit diminishes.
And actually, even more critically, we saw a G2 reviewer point out that if you try searching outside the tool's intended scope, like maybe deep into a network folder, it just plain doesn't support it.
Right.
And the application might even freeze up completely.
Which, connects those core infrastructure limits directly to their business model. It makes sense when you see it that way.
How so?
Well, they've got two tiers. There's a pretty generous free edition, actually, for home users. Handles local files just fine.
Okay.
And then there's the paid professional edition. But the free version, it has these, let's call them intentional handcuffs, tied directly to those limitations we just talked about.
Like what?
No bulk renaming, for one. And critically, absolutely no support for searching network shares or integrating with SharePoint. Those are pro features.
Okay. So the stuff businesses often need. And here's where it gets kind of interesting with the cost and the user experience side of things. The pro version starts around €2 per user per month. Yeah. Pretty standard for business software.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah. And they give you a 30-day full pro trial, which is fair. But some user feedback really highlighted some, well, genuine frustration. Business users, maybe starting with the free one, who then go looking for those advanced network features. They get hit not just with the upgrade cost, but apparently additional payment requests later for maintenance or future upgrades.
The surprise cost.
Exactly. That's a key detail you need to watch out for if you're considering it for business use.
So, putting it all together, what does this really mean? Who is this for? UltraSearch seems, well, superb for a really specific kind of user. Think the power user. Maybe someone working from home who relies heavily on their fast local drives, all formatted with NTFS, and just needs lightning-fast file lookup there.
Right, on their own machine.
Precisely. But it is emphatically not some kind of plug-and-play, one-size-fits-all solution for, say, larger enterprises, especially not environments that are heavy on network shares, servers, maybe mixed file systems.
Unless
you're definitely willing to pay for the pro version and you verify first that your specific network setup is compatible. You can't just assume it'll work everywhere.
So the bottom line for you, the listener, is this. UltraSearch does offer genuinely instantaneous performance, it seems. But that speed, it's highly conditional.
Yeah.
It's really tethered strictly to the underlying file system, basically NTFS, and whether you're sticking to local drives versus network usage.
And, this whole thing raises a really important question, I think. When you're looking at software that promises instant speed by skipping a traditional process like indexing. Yeah. The most important question you should ask isn't just what it skips. It's what underlying infrastructure does that shortcut absolutely require you to already have in place just to make the magic happen?
That's a good point.
So think critically about that infrastructure dependency before you, click download or purchase. What does it need from your setup?